All right, so today was the release of 10.1, and I am in these Zaralek Caverns, as you can see. I'm sure you've probably already been here. One thing, the servers came up about an hour before they were supposed to. Actually, it might have been. It was about an hour. Anyway, so I came down to the Zaralek Caverns. You start. There's a quest line. You go to uh, northern Ohanra. The quest takes you up here by Timber Step Outpost. You can see the Zaralek Cavern right here. That's where the entrance is. You have to do a couple of things there, and it was kind of a shitstorm because everybody was on. So you have to go. You talk to a couple people, then you have to look at some things on the ground. There were literally 100 people on their freaking mounts standing right in the area that you needed to see. And people were saying, get off your mounts. And of course, people are stupid, so they didn't. So it took quite a while to get just to find the stuff that you needed to look at. But then it sends you down into the caverns, and you get down about to the bottom, and then there's some intro quests. That takes a little bit of time, and then you end up in Loam. That takes a little bit of time. You end up working your way down here. You kill some elementals, um, and then you get to Loam, and you do a bunch of quests here. And the reason I used this demon hunter is because she is a enchanter and a tailor. Um, so there's, in my opinion, there's three, maybe four actually, classes that will do, or well, not necessarily classes, but um, professions that will do well down here. I want to start with my enchanter because enchanting is going to be the ones that provide I believe it's the highest quality uh, upgrade stone, upgrade token or stone or whatever the upgrade is for gear. And so I came down here because I wanted to find the recipe, and I had heard that you get it from one of the guys in Loam. That there's a trader that you can deal with when you get to Renown 3. You start getting the bartering, and you collect these barter bricks here. You can see that's kind of what they look like, and you can buy recipes and stuff there. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to get to that, but I noticed I've gone through the entire uh, initial quest line. I've done all of uh, the ones with the little shield around them, and I've done all of the side quests. There's one that's showing up here, but I don't think it is available yet. I've been over there. I've also done several world quests, killed a whole bunch of rares. There's rares all the time. It's kind of like Forbidden Reach on 10.1.7. There's 1,000 people at every rare, so it's super easy to kill. And it's probably going to be this way through at least until 10.1.5. So there's tons and tons of people here. I'm assuming that up here is in the Aberrus approach is where the raid's going to be. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a raider, but this section right here, right below it, it's Waking Shores 2.0. They target you. They have like the in the wing rest or right around. Um, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. So over here, where it is Obsidian Citadel, you fly around this area unless you've done the siege, and they target you, and they do the same thing here. They target you, but it's a small area. Once you get past about here where this world quest is, that's about it. There's some uh, some more glyphs. There's 4 or 5 glyphs around. I've already picked all of those up. Not exactly sure. Haven't looked to see what that's going to do, but I don't know of anything else. As I've got 15 dragon glyphs, but I don't have anywhere to spend them. And so uh, well, it looks like maybe no. I've already got these. I've already got all these. So I'm not sure why they put the new glyphs there. Not yet sure. They may be updating that soon. Um, but I wanted to kind of show you what happened down here. So a lot of the creators that I watched said, "Oh, you'll get to Renown 3 very quickly." And I was just going off of the quest. Well, a lot of the quest rewards that you get is currency flight stones. Now, as you can see, I spent 163 of them, I think it was, because one of the quests is to upgrade a piece of gear. So I've got over 1,000 flight stones just by doing the quests in the area. I'm sure that some of these world quests will probably drop some flight stones. I'm sure there'll be other ways to get them, but you get a ton. In fact, 95% of the quests that you do give you flight stones. And so I already have. Oh, this is Trader's Tender. That's for the completely worthless in Orgrimmar. The where you go and trade for whatever. It's all cosmetics and one toy. This one, or not one toy, one pet this time, and I've stayed away from it because everything that I've seen is just complete junk. But anyway, going back to Zaralek Cavern. So I've had over 1,000 flight stones. And you need these to upgrade your gear. And so I've collected, I haven't thrown anything out. I just repaired all my gear. If you look over here on the left, you can see I made about, oh, what is that? About 90 gold on the junk that I collected. So it's not quite as much as doing world quests and questing out in the Waking Shores on just stuff like that, picking up treasures and dirt piles and stuff. You can get a lot of gold. I've got up to 1,000 gold just selling the junk that I've collected. So I haven't opened anything really, but I do know that uh, a lot of some of the rewards that you get were for reputation. Uh, I did get some enchanting knowledge. There's some things to enchant. I do have 3 barter bricks, but it's these items here, and you can see up in the tooltip it says upgrade level explorer 2 of 8. So you can level that up to 8 to level 8, and it will be a better piece of gear. I've got a couple of Drake customizations that I could honestly care less about. I don't give a crap what my Drake looks like. There was a couple of toys that I got. Um, there's some potions, but there's one of the reputation, 1,000 reputation there. There's another 1,000 there. So I think the majority of the reputation, at least at the beginning, is by getting these tokens, 2,500. So I'll be over renown 3 when I use these 3 here. So I thought you would get more reputation from the quest, but I've actually got another renown level from the Valdrakken Accord because a lot of the quests that you get here give you Valdrakken Accord. You can see I went up 2 levels. I was about 25, now I'm at 27, working on 28. Tons and tons of Valdrakken Accord just doing the quest. So it's not really the Niflheim that you are getting quest or getting reputation with. It's mostly the Valdrakken Accord. There are a lot of treasures and stuff. You need some of these shovels. I don't have many left. I got 13 charges, so I need to get on my blacksmith and make a ton more. I think these are going to. Oh, look at that! Look at the price of that, 299 gold. So I'm going to get on my blacksmith and make about 10 grundles of these things because they're going to sell like fucking insane. Because look at that, 300 gold. They were selling for like, oh, 50, 60. These are the ones the blacksmiths make to have 20 charges. The ones you can buy from the Dragon Skull Expedition have 5. They cost expedition supplies. Why, I don't know why you would want to go buy 100 of those when you can just buy 5 of these and have a lot of charges. So anyway, now they're 299 gold. Now as a gold maker, and what I like to tailor my channel to is gold making, but I also want to inform. So if you haven't been down here yet, I would definitely bring either an alchemist, uh, a jewel crafter, a gatherer, or an enchanter. The alchemists are going to be the ones um, that transmute for the higher quality, kind of like the if you had an unlimited diamond and you transmute, or you can, as alchemists can do now, you can combine fire and frost and make air or whatever. They're going to have a new transmute. They're going to be making a ton of gold. Enchanters, same thing. And I wanted to be able to get some barter bricks and buy the recipe, but I just killed a rare, and I got this that says it's the Whelpling Shadow Flame Crest. Now we'll set the item level from 395 to 408. Now I don't know if there's another one to buy. I haven't seen that yet, but it adds 160 recipe difficulty, so you're gonna have to be really, really high in your enchanting, and I'm not. Enchanting is one that's not really as difficult as some of them, but I still have 3 levels to go, and I don't have anything really. I'd have to craft a ton of these um, devotions, and they take Titan orbs, which are 328 gold apiece. So I'd need 1,000 gold just to possibly get a level up because th're now green. And then the only other thing I could do was be to get one of these runes and rods and runes. I'd have to take my specialization and take it up to where I could craft all of that stuff, which I don't want to do. I don't want to use all of my points to do that to get um, this recipe, and it takes a spark of ingenuity. And I really don't want to do that. Even though I've got 3, what is a demon hunter going to do with the wand? So I'm going to spend all this money on, well, now we need Zaralek glow spores, and that I'll get to that in just a second. But um, why would I want to craft a wand for a demon hunter? You can't use it. Your limited diamonds are 200 gold. Your ruined rice bark's 300 gold a piece. That's why it's really good to have a scribe that can do this stuff for you, and an alchemist. I have every profession covered. Thank God I've saved myself so much gold. And then, so your enchanter, your alchemist are the ones. Jewel crafters, for some of the upgrades, you're going to need more dust. And so when jewel crafters break down stones, they get the dust just like it was for the overflow, elemental overflow. To get with elemental overflow, God, I'm probably saying that wrong because I'm a moron. But anyway, look at our currency. Elemental overflow is the stuff you crafted. So the thing that you use to upgrade your onyx amulet to get your stones upgraded. Anyway, so you're going to need more dust to do some of the stuff that is associated with 10.1. So I'm sure the cost of dust is going to go through the roof. And I've been out mining my ass off. So I'm going to do a lot of prospecting, a lot of breaking down to sell dust. And then I'll be able to do, like I said, I just got this recipe. I'm going to learn that. I can do that. I'm going to bring my alchemist here so I can get that transmute. I believe the transmute is when you buy with the barter bricks. And then I'll bring my gather. I have a hunter, that's a miner, and a herbalist. But going back to this, you're going to need these glow spores. Now, glow spores are the new uh, node that is kind of like your frozen, your Titan touched, your hardened. There's a new one that will give you glow spores, and as you can see, you need 200. And so I'm not sure if these are BOP. That's something that I wanted to bring my gatherer out here first, but I thought no, I'm going to get the transmute. I'm going to get the enchant. I get those first and then start come out and start just farming the shit out of glow spores. So they have new nodes. If you have a dual gather, you get a buff from an herb. And if you collect a mining node right close after that, you get another buff that will give you more glow spores. So you can gather a ton of these. I'm hoping that these can be sold on the auction house. I'm not 100% sure, but they are a crafting reagent, so you never know. I'd have to go to the auction house and see. There's no auction price there, so they may be BOP, which would be a real shame because gatherers could make a fortune, and that's kind of what I went into Dragonflight thinking. And I started out on a druid that was a dual gatherer, and the cost of everything plummeted within a few days. And so I ended up that druid is now a a blacksmith and an alchemist. I made another alchemist so that I can do two transmutes because transmutes are locked behind a 16-hour window. So I can do two of those, so I'll have more uh, ability to either craft if they're BOP or put on the auction house. So I have two alchemists. I got my at least this enchantment here. Now I'll get my alchemist out here and go through, and you don't need to do everything, but like I said, I did all of the quests, but I wanted to see kind of how it was, and it wasn't too bad. There's so many people out here that killing everything. You have one quest when you go with Bane, you go kill a bunch of elites out here, but he's with you. Plus, there's 500,000 other people, so it's not hard to complete these quests. I do have some equipment. Of course, this is all upgradable at 382. Now, I went through on all nine of my characters, and all of them are 390 or above. Most of them are 395 to 397. The only thing that's really low is my Dark Moon deck because I can't craft it at level 5 yet. I have a few other things. My neck is 389. I could technically get a lariat, but even though they're probably best in slot and are going to be for a long time, I don't give a damn enough about it anymore. I tried so hard to get it on my jewel crafter, and I finally gave up and said, screw it. The drop rate sucks. Blizzard sucks. Have a nice day. So, but all of my guys are right now at 396. So there's a chance that I could take some of this gear and upgrade it to level 8. But it does take those uh, flight stones. And even going to, I think the very first piece of gear I got, I upgraded it and it took 160. And, oh, there's 100 flight stones. So you're going to pick up, stuff from treasures and that. Um, but I just upgraded it to do the quest, and because I figured flight stones are going to be everywhere, which they are. There's a lot of places to get it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fly back, and then I'm going to turn in those or open those reputation things and see if we can get the little guy that you do bartering with. You have to collect barter stones. You have to collect. You have to sell um, contracts. I can't remember who it was that said you have to enter into a Ponzi scheme with him because he sells uh, this the timeshares and I can't remember. It's like a lotion or salve or something like that. This little dude here, and so I think I can't remember exactly where he is, but you have to be renown 3. So once I open these, I will be at renown 3. See, find the 2500, that'll send me over the top. Okay, so now I'm renown 3. Okay, now I should get a quest to go talk to the little dude. Worthy ally. We'll go inside here and turn that in, and then I'll see if I can get that guy. Now the new uh, aiding the accord is in here, and it's all about getting Niffin um, reputation. You're going to get another sack of treasures, and I'm sure it'll have really good gear in it. And then your upgrade guy is also in here. He's over here. So if I took one of the items that I have and I wanted to take it, God, look at all this crap that I picked up. Just tons and tons and tons of stuff. Just doing the regular uh, content. So that's going to take that to 389. If I went to 8 of 8, that would take it to 398. So it's still not over 400, which kind of sucks. But this would technically be the highest level stuff that I have. I don't know if I want to go through all that for one or two item level. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. If I take this one to 8, it's all 398. But you can. I think when the new catalyst comes out, you'll be able to upgrade. You'll be able to upgrade crafted gear. Um, Crafted gear is going to be more uh, relevant because you can upgrade it using the new stones. Of course, you're going to have to be raiders and stuff to be able to get the highest level stuff. But I thought we'd got a quest to go talk to this little dude to do the bartering. I can't remember what his name is, but He's uh, he's the one that you're going to get most of your stuff from. Um, let me look here. Okay, so his name is Ponzo, but you have to go talk to somebody in Valdrakken in order to start trading with Ponzo. So I'll go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, just to kind of tell you, I landed in Valdrakken, and the little dude is standing right by the flat master, and he says, "Talk to Ponzo in Niflheim." I'm like, "You gotta be shitting me!" So I fly all the way back here just to have you sitting by the flight master, just to send me back. That's special. So I came up, talked to Abyssian, got 10 more flight stones, 2,500 more rep. As I said, a lot of the rewards you're going to get are for rep. Hopefully that will help you get up. They go only up to, oh, they do go quite a ways. They go up to 20. I didn't think they went that high, but wow, that's a lot. Um, as a scribe, I've also know that there is a contract available, just like there is with every other faction. I can make the four that we have now, so I'll take my scribe down there, get the contract because everybody's going to want the Niffin reputation, which gives you it's about 12, I think, for every one I have right now. I have one with the Centaur. It gives me 15 rep because my rep on the Centaur is pretty low. They're at 23. So you can see I've only got half a level to go with the Tuscar, couple to go with the Valdrakken Accord, which I'm sure with all the World Quest down there giving tons of Valdrakken Accord rep, that I'm gonna get that up to 30 pretty quick, and then a half, and then this only goes to 25. So I've only got one and a half to go with the Centaur, and then I'll be maxed out, and I can get the Niffin. I think that's going to be pretty easy to get up to like a 10 or 12. I want to say somebody had said something about 12. You get more crafter's knowledge, which gives you like 10 more points. You can get better bartering. I would assume this is going to reduce the amount of barter bricks that you need. But there's usually a couple of pretty good things that you can get through this. A lot of it is crap. Like this one, oh, this one gives you boots, but there's a lot of it is like manuscripts, don't care. There's a lot of cosmetic stuff that you can get. See that? More cosmetics, more Drake Watcher manuscripts. I don't care. Um, Boulders are one of the bartering things that you'll need to get. Uh, Flight stones, not sure what those are, but we'll have to see when we get to 17. Um, Cosmetic tools, it's just I don't know what it is with Blizzard, but they have a giant hard on for cosmetics, transmog. I have about, oh, I would say an entire bank full of transmog on my original account, and I've tried selling it for 5 years. I don't think I've sold anything. I'm sorry, but if you sell transmog, if you can sell it, great. But I can tell you right now, I think it blows hard. So we're going to take this. We'll accept that. I did get your aiding the accord um, reward is you'd get both. So you're going to get one down in the caverns, and you're going to get one from the guy that usually get it for right here in Valdrakken. So I just picked that up. So now I have my Valdrakken treasures, and I have the Niflheim treasures right there. So you get both of those, which is kind of cool. I still have a quest to pick something up from the vault. Actually, I went into the vault. I believe it was on this character. I might be able to get it because I did do. Maybe I didn't. Mythic Plus dungeon. I did them. The only one I could get into is the Mythic Zero. Apparently, they don't give you gear, but that's fine. I really don't care because most of the gear that you're going to get is higher than Mythic Plus anyway. So anyway, I hope some of this helped you. I hope it gives you a little insight on how to increase your reputation, what you can get from the caverns, what you need to go through. I ended up being on. I quested for about 5 hours today in order to get everything done uh, in the Zaralek Caverns. Like I said, all except that one quest that isn't doesn't show up. There's a lot of quests with the quest tracker that I use that are potential quests in air quotes. And I think that's one of them. It just hasn't shown up yet. And I didn't do all the world quests because I just wanted to get to the point where I could talk to uh, Mr. Barter. Um, so I'm going to go back down there and we'll take a look at him in just a second. Well, here we are heading back down into the caverns. Thank God you can dragon ride. I'd heard that they weren't going to do a cutscene. The first time I came down here, it kind of phased and then brought you back in, kind of like they do when you go into other zones. God, this is. Wish there were some arrows to show you which way to go. So you start here, you go through, you kill some elementals here, work your way down here. You end up fighting a dude right there. Then you go uh, into Loam. So now the question mark is there for Ponzo. As you can see, there's long lost cash, smelly trash piles. There's stuff everywhere to pick up, and that's how you're going to get some of your like your knowledge and stuff. So we're going to talk to Ponzo, who's over here. Do do do. Right there. There he is. So we can talk to him and care to barter. That's the quest that I got from the guy who was standing right next to the flight master. Bartering 101. So we're going to we get 10 barter bricks. Now we got to go back to Valdrak, and isn't that special? But let's kind of see if we can see what he has. So he does have, actually, he may have the same as the other, but these cost barter bricks. So as you know, the Artisans Consortium guy will sell you this for Artisans Metal. It's more knowledge points for each of your professions. Um, he has two. There was somebody in the main building that had some. I'm not sure if they are exactly the same, if they'll give you the same reward. Um, you go on digs. You'll do a quest that you go on digs, which are kind of cool. So he doesn't have any of the profession stuff yet, but you need some of the Ponzo's cream to get some of the stuff. You need the barter bricks, and so this is the guy that you want to start getting stuff with from. Um, so that you can start getting recipes and stuff. Let me get back up to the main building and see if it is exactly the same rewards that you can get. I want to say it was the quartermaster, I believe. Yeah, you get. So this guy has the more expensive. So he has two that you buy with barter bricks. And the guy for the Valdrakken Accord, or not the Valdrakken Accord, the Artisans Consortium has three. So Ponzo has two. This guy has one. It is the most expensive one's 300. Dragon Isle supplies, but you can see I have 12,000. I don't use them. I've got a ton, kind of like if you look at my um, over elemental overflow, I got 79,000. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go over and I'm going to buy a shit ton of gear, and I'm going to disenchant it. Give me some shards. That's the best way. I already have the mount. I already have the pets. I have everything that you can buy with elemental overflow. I already have there. I got tons and tons and tons of pets and mounts and all kinds of stuff other than gear. I have enough gear to probably gear another 10 characters in my bank alt, but I have no desire because I have 9 characters on this and I don't have the time to level up the other, what is it, 22 level 60s that I have. Actually have a couple of level 70s on another realm, but I don't have the time to quest on them. I have enough to deal with getting knowledge points, with getting the treaties done, and there's so much to do on the 9 characters here. It actually takes me about 5 days with the limited amount of time that I have in order to get everything, all the treasures, all of the dirt piles, all of that stuff. It takes me about 5 days to get all of that done, and that's using either a Saturday or Sunday going all day long. So lots of stuff to do down here, lots of stuff to get. You can see there, you can see the treasures. There's tons of treasures. There are world quests. You actually get Niflheim uh, reputation for that one. This one is Niflheim. This one doesn't say. This one's Niflheim, but a lot of them are Valdrakken Accord. And so come down here. I think there's a ton to do down here. I think it's going to be really cool. Oh, look at that. I'm missing a glyph. Let's see if we can go get that glyph real quick. There's a lot to do down here. It's kind of like the Forbidden Reach was the first few days, and once you get gear for all of your characters like I did, I got fully geared out the entire way down, plus the ring, except for a couple pieces here and there with the 395 gear. Once I did that, I didn't go back to the Reach at all. I had no desire whatsoever to go back there. It's supposed to be right here. Where are we at? It's behind me. Where is? Oh, there it is. Way up. That should be the last one. Come on, dude. There we go. So I got all of the glyphs. You can see all the glyphs for Zaralek Caverns. That's all of those. And again, I don't know what they're for. Um, look at the rares coming up here. They're just everywhere. They're just like the Forbidden Reach. They're everywhere, literally. So I got to go back to Valdrakken, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to end the video because it's already gone way too long. But I wanted to kind of give you guys like a first look at it if you haven't been down here and kind of give you a real perspective. There's a stolen trash pile. Let's see if we can get that. Give you kind of a first look because I don't go into this with trying to make money or to promote my channel. You get a ton of these things, these crest fragments. I'm not sure if they're kept in your inventory or where they're kept, but a lot of stuff that you do are going to give you some of the crest fragments, and so you're gonna you turn 15 of those in, and you get a flame crest or whatever it is. I don't really know. Uh, I thought they got to be in your inventory somewhere, so let's see if I can find what this. Well, see, it doesn't. All it's got is that there. So there's got to be. It's got. Oh, there it is, right there. 67 crest fragments. So I can make 4 Whelpling Shadow Claim crests just with what I've done today, and that's not the only one. There's a couple of them that you gather. Let's see. I got 15 Drake's Shadow Flame crest that I picked up. And I believe these crests are stuff that you use for kind of like the sigils and stuff from season 1. I did pick up a Dragon Shard of Knowledge. I have 3 of those. I need to go get those turned in for my enchanting so I can uh, get my knowledge points maxed out on some of the things that I'm going to need to. We're going to go see if we can find this. There's something somewhere up here, and it's like you can't get to it. I already tried finding it, but it's just not. I don't know where it is. It's sitting on a ledge. I don't know where it's sitting, but somewhere here there's another treasure. But I'll be damned if I can see it. Not down here. If I go down here, then it says it's higher. If I go up higher, it says it's down lower. Some of these are just a giant pain in the ass. But anyway, not really concerned. Um, Got to end this. It's been a long video. I hope that this kind of helped you kind of know what you're going to want to do um, when you come down here, kind of what to expect. It doesn't take a long time to get the first part done. And once you get the first part done and you get to the point where you open world quests, once you open world quests and it will tell you, it's just exactly like adventure mode was at the beginning of Dragonflight. Once you open it on one character, it opens it for all of your characters. And so I can come down here and simply do world quests. But to be honest, I'd rather go through and do all the quests. It didn't take a ton of time to get all of those done, even though I've still got to go get all of my knowledge points and my dirt packs. And I already turned in orders for my treatises to my scribe. But it doesn't take a ton of time down here. It took, like I said, it took 5 hours, but I had no idea where I was going, what I was doing. We come across a couple of rares that you have to do some couple of different things, and people had said, I don't even know what to do here, but so just kind of learning through the first time. So probably 2 or 3 hours now that I know what I need to do, what I'm expected to do, what I need to gather, where I need to go. It probably will only take a couple hours, but I would suggest doing all of the quests that are available in the caverns at least once so you can see what the rewards are. Do it on your main, the one that you want to use the most for either crafting or gathering, whichever you want to do, so that you can maximize your knowledge points. You can maximize all of the rewards that you get. Um, do it on something, and then if you want to bring your alts down here for the purposes of getting recipes and or just even um, getting reputation or just to gather or whatever it is that you want to do, you only have to do the main quest line one time, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to sign off now that I'm back up. You can see it opens you into the Alejandra Plains. I am right there. I don't want to go to. I guess I can just fly up to Valdrakken for Aldrazes. Come on, baby. There we go. A little bit of lag there. Do it once, your world quests open up, and then you don't have to do it again if that's what you want to do. But hopefully this helped. If you leave me a like, a comment, subscribe if you want. I don't put out a ton of videos, but I like to give an actual real world uh, to show you how things really are. I don't tailor it to certain gold making things like that. I just kind of show you as in a real perspective from a casual player point of view what to expect. So I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day.